my name is Eric Latender, and I'm author of the book, The Amazing Dog Training Man. In today's video newsletter, I want to talk about the concept of drives in your dog. Drives is an important concept to understand because every dog has three primary drives. Your dog has what's called a pack drive, a prey drive, and a defense drive. I'm going to talk a little bit about each one, and I'm going to explain how your body language affects each drive. Your dog's pack drive is your dog's desire to work with you or a group of dogs. So a lot of times when we're doing obedience, or we're doing something with our dog is in pack drive. And then your dog's prey drive is your dog's desire to chase something. When your dog chases a ball, or a squirrel, or a bike, that's your dog's prey drive triggering, and that's what is getting the dog to go after him. Then you have what's called the dog's defense drive. And defense, out of the three drives, is the most complex because a dog's defense drive can be either flight or fight, depending on the dog's temperament. So if you have a very strong, confident dog, chances are he's got a strong fight drive. If you have a dog that kind of runs away when there's a loud noise or a stranger, then it's the dog's flight drive kicking in. And every dog has flight or fight. So the thing about drives is that in some dogs they're going to be very strong, and in other dogs they're going to be very low. So if you have, let's say, a border collie, chances are that border collie is going to have a strong prey drive, strong desire to chase after things. If you have a chow, there's a good chance the dog's pack drive is going to be very low. Chows tend to be kind of aloof and like to be off on their own. So the important thing to understand about drives is that your body language and your tone of voice will shift your dog's drive. So let's say we want the dog in prey drive. If I lean down or lay down on the ground, good chance that's going to trigger my dog's prey drive. If you've ever laid down at your house, you know, in your living room, a lot of times the dog will come running over and jump all over you. That's the dog's prey drive. If I lean into the dog and use a harsh tone of voice, knock it off, that's going to put the dog into defense drive. And then if I just stand up straight and just talk in an even tone of voice, that's going to put my dog in the pack drive. So here's the thing to understand, is that when you're standing up straight, even tone of voice, your dog's chances are your dog's going to kick into pack drive. If you lean down, lean backwards, or fall on the ground, chances are you're going to kick in your dog's prey drive. And if you lean forward and use a harsh tone of voice, you're going to kick in your dog's defense drive. So this is important to understand because when you're doing certain commands, you want your dog in the right drive. So if you're calling your dog to you, you want them in prey drive. So whenever I'm showing somebody how to teach their dog to come when called, I always say, lean down to the ground. Use a high tone of voice so that your dog's prey drive kicks in. Do as much as you can to kick in your dog's prey drive so they come racing towards you. If you lean into your dog and say, get over here, come over here right now, dog's going to go into defense drive. It's not easy for a dog to come when called when they're in defense drive. So let me demonstrate with my dog Jimmy, and then you can try it out with your dog. Okay, so this first time that I call Jim, I'm going to put him in defense drive with my body posture and my tone of voice. And what I want you to pay attention is Jim's reaction to this. Jim, come here. Come on, Jim. Come here. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Come on, buddy. Good boy. So if you watched, the first time I called Jimmy, I leaned into him and said, come over here. And if you saw him, his ears went back, and he had a real hard time coming to me. That's because my body language and my tone of voice was putting him into defense drive. The second time I called him, I got down nice and low, changed my tone of voice, and he came racing towards me. That's why it's very important to understand drives, your body language, when it comes to training dogs. And if you'd like to learn more about drives and more about dog training, think about joining the Dog Training Inner Circle. There's a ton of information, and you can ask me a question directly on the Inner Circle. I have so many people on my email list now that it's hard for me to answer each individual email. But on the Dog Training Inner Circle, I can answer any dog training questions or behavior questions that you might have. So, thanks for watching this video, and have